Hello everyone, my name is Ms.zhera. I'm a science teacher at Lezan Private Basic School. In the last video I explained it for you. I did a review about chapter 9, the 9 planets, and what's the difference between work and pair. In this chapter we are going to talk about what's the machine. Machine, a device that help us to do work. Every device at home we will using, like the machine, we will using to ability to help us to doing the work. How? By changing the direction of the force. So we have a mechanical advantage and mechanical efficiency. For find out about the machine, mechanical advantage equal output force over input force. It means the force when you apply on the object of the machine, this is input force. When you produce the force in the outer force. This is mechanical advantage, output force over input force. Mechanical efficiency, if you want to find out efficiency for each machine, each instrument, each device at home, you can find out by this rule: work output to work input. Work input and work output depend for this is work when you apply it on the force and produces the work in the output. This is about mechanical advantage and mechanical efficiency. And here in this part, we are going to talk about types of machine. We have 6 types of machine. Number 1, lever. Number 2, the inclined plane and the weights and the screw and the pulley and the wheel and axle. This is 6 types of machine. They have different mechanical advantages. They have a difference applied, different work and different mechanical efficiency. So we will start from the first types of levers called, we have 3 types. So the first types of machine, this lever, we have 3 types. The types of the lever, first class of the lever, second and third class of the levers depend for the position of the fulcrums between input or output force. In the first class levers, we talk about where's position of the location of the fulcrums and how much of the mechanical advantage. The fulcrum is closer to the outer force, closer to the load. So the mechanical advantage in the first class of the lever greater than 1. The second class of the levers, the fulcrum is the balance between output force and input force. It means the balance, it means in the middle between the load and input force, mechanical advantage equal 1. In the third class of the levers, the fulcrum is near, closer to the input force, so the mechanical advantage greater than 1. So the mechanical advantage for each class of the levers depend for the position locations of the fulcrum. This is about machine. This side we are going to talk about this chapter talking about energy in general. Is the ability to do work. Energy, what's the energy? It's the ability to do work. Every time we will using the energy words, but they have scientific definition. It's the ability to do work. It means if you don't have energy, you cannot doing any work. So we have 2 kinds of the energy: kinetic energy and potential energy. Kinetic energy, they have rules, and also potential energy, they have different rules. Kinetic energy equal 1/2 mv squared. What's the m? M, it's mass, and as you know, mass measuring by kilogram. V, what's the V? Velocity. By the way, the SI unit for measuring velocity is meter per sec. This is about rule of the kinetic energy. We will go talk about potential energy. Kinetic energy is the energy can be using or to motion. Potential energy is the energy that have object in their position. So potential energy equal Y times height. Y measuring by Newton and height measuring by meter. So every energy around us measuring by joule. So general SI unit for measuring energy using the capital letter G called joule. For a more understanding about each rule we have, so we will solve in the question. What's the kinetic energy? So in the question needed kinetic energy give you 3,000 kilograms. So as you know, kilogram is mass. This is mass, and bus that is moving to 20 meter per sec. So now in this question we have 2 informations. One of the mass, one other one is velocity. So to find out that, we have to know what we needed in the question. In this question we needed kinetic energy. So the kinetic energy unknown. The first step for solving the question, write down the rule equal 1/2 mv squared. The first time 1/2. How much m? 3,000 times v 20 square. For calculating that, start from here, 20 squares calculated after times 3000 after times 1/2. They find out the result, and the result, it's not very important as like the unit. If you didn't write down the unit, I can't know anything is about it. This is the result we got, only the number. So write down what's the unit to measuring energy, joule, capital letter J. So this is about kinetic energy question. We will go to solving the question about potential energy. What is the gravitational potential energy? So in the first tell you what we need in the question. After we have a wide 14 Newton standing table that's 0.8 meter. In here, super easy, only calculating between wide and high. Gravitational potential energy equal wide times high. So how much wide? 14 Newton times 0.8 meter. So find out the result. After when you find out the result, write down the unit next to the result, measuring by joule. This is about energy, kinetic energy and potential energy and each questions. And this is about machine, how many types of machine we have. This is general review about chapter. This is 2 chapters. Thanks for your listening. Have a nice time.